Recording. Thank you. So, good morning to all. Today we will have a discussion on Section 9, Subsection 1, Subclass 7 of Income Tax Act and related case law. Section 9, Subsection 1, Subclass 7 of Income Tax Act states that any income that is deemed to accrue or arise in India, even if the income is earned by a non-resident, is subject to tax in India. This provision is important as it expands the scope of taxable income in India and brings non-resident taxpayer within its ambit. What is 9 subsection 1 subclass 7? I just extracted that provision here. It is relating to income by way of fees for technical services payable by the government or the person who is a resident, except where the fees are payable in respect of services utilized in a business or profession carried on by such person outside India for the purposes, scroll down, of making or earning any income from any source outside India, or a person who is a non-resident where the fees are payable in respect of services utilized in a business or profession carried on by such person in India or the purpose of making or earning of any income or earning any income from any source in India, provided that nothing contained in this class shall apply in relation to any income by way of fees or technical services payable in pursuance of an agreement made before the first day of April 1976 and approved by the central government. See, any services rendered by the outside by the company, which is purely a technical services, and any income arising to them from India to the non-resident is taxable income. This is what section 9 subsection 1 and subclass 7 of the Income Tax Act states. Just come to this, there are certain exceptions is there. So let us come down and see the case law. Scroll down, please. Yes. This is an order passed by the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal dated 21/11/2023 in the matter of DSD Noel GmbH versus Deputy Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax. This is a German-based company entity. They have provided services to Indian company, that is Hindustan Construction Company, HCC, I think so. So what they have did is they have provided technical services for specification, including specifications like drawings, and other specification of machines which is required to be purchased by Indian company for manufacturing purpose. So what happened is they received the fees and income tax department had sent a notice to him. So you have to make the payment according to section 9 and subsection 1 subclass 7. Agreed by the order, but his notice and orders, they have filed an appeal before the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, after hearing the case, has held that, see, this is not only purely a technical services in nature, it also involves a specification of machines and designs which is required to be purchased by this Indian company for manufacturing purpose. And entirely it includes the core part of manufacturing. So it is not alone a technical services. And further, this transaction is covered under the Double Taxation Agreement, DTAA. Therefore, the assessee is not held liable to tax. This is the order passed in this by this Delhi Income Tax Appellate Tribunal in this matter. Let us see the case. The appellant or assessee entered into a contract with HCC for rendering offshore services, which mainly consist of planning, designing, and engineering of hydro-mechanical plants and machinery, and included the overall and detailed planning of the project. The plant and equipment supplied by the assessee from outside India are tailor-made to suit the specification and requirements of the Kishan Ganga project undertaken by NHPC. Taken into account the nature, size, and specific purpose of the plant and equipment to be supplied, it is necessary for the assessee to first prepare the drawing and design of the plant and the equipment to be manufactured or fabricated and they get the same approved by the customer. The drawings and designs are also required by the customer for locally procuring the certain parts, equipments, etc. and other civil construction to be integrated with the imported plant for arranging installation and civil works, as well as for the purpose of operation and maintenance of the plant. This is the case. The offshore services contract involves the supply of drawings and designs that are required for the manufacturing of the imported plant and equipment, the proper installation of equipment and synchronization of it with civil construction and locally procured equipments and parts. The assessee submitted that the entire work related to the drawings and designs were undertaken outside India, and the property both in the designs and the drawings as well as in the equipment had been passed outside India. The consideration for such drawings and designs is also received outside India in foreign currency. Just come down. Yes. The assessee contended that offshore services are an integral part of the offshore supply of plant and equipment. Therefore, the consideration received for offshore services should be given the same treatment as offshore supplies, as both were carried out outside India, and consideration received in foreign currency outside India, and accordingly no part of it would be become taxable as no income shall be deemed to accrue or arise in India. It would not be taxable as per India-German treaty. The department contended that the services were purely technical in nature and hence had to be construed as fee for technical services, FTS, by making them taxable under Section 9, subsection 7 of Income Tax Act. Come down. The tribunal, what happened? The tribunal now come to an observation that tribunal observed that if the design and engineering are inextricably linked with the manufacturing and fabrication of the material and equipment to be supplied from overseas and form an integral part of the said supply, then services rendered would not be amenable to tax as fees for technical services. So tribunal prima facie it is observed that it is not purely of a technical nature. It includes both manufacturing and equipment, manufacturing of equipment and fabrication services. The tribunal noted that the consideration qualifies as business profits of the company in terms of provisions of Article 7 of Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement, which cannot be attributed to India for computing taxable income in India. Hence, income arising therefrom should be treated as non-taxable income. The tribunal directs the assessing officer to delete the additions made on account of this FTS with respect to offshore designs and drawings for the various years under consideration. So whatever income which is added in the income tax notice is now totally stands deleted, and they are not required to pay any tax. Okay, for the services rendered from outside India, and income also received outside India. These offshore services they have did. Any doubt on this?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, who is going to take next session? Is there any next session today? Anybody is going to take next session?
Prerna, who is going to take the next session?
I think nobody. Tomorrow we can
Sir,
have.
it's already 10. Yes, sir, it's already 10:30. So I think we can just leave for the day and we will reconvene tomorrow.
Okay, okay, Madhuri. Okay. Thanks to all. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you to all. Thank you.
Bye.